Okay, good.
Just two questions. First of all, the president frequently visits the sites of many natural and man-made disasters, and this situation in East Palestine has clearly required a multi-agency response from the federal and the state level. So I guess I'm just struggling to understand why the president wouldn't go to East Palestine. Does it simply not meet the bar for a presidential visit?
Look, I want to be very clear here. There's no reason to struggle, I don't think, on this question. I think when you look at how the federal agencies have responded from day one and took this very seriously and reacted within hours of the derailment and was on the ground. This is the Environmental Protection Agency, as I was saying. They are the ones that deal with these types of chemical spills. They are the ones that are the leaders on this. And it didn't stop with the environmental. You're right there, buddy?
It's my family, but everyone's okay.
Okay. What was that?
It's a little family tune.
Oh, it's pretty good tune there. I don't know. All right. Peter Alexander getting down with his phone. Okay. So, and it didn't stop. What I want to say is that it didn't stop with the Environmental Protection Agency. Again, FEMA,
Yeah,
CDC.
That's all different from a presidential visit.
No, it's look. I want to be very clear here. I don't have anything to share on a presidential visit. Not at this time or anything to announce. But it does matter that the president put forth a multi-agency kind of reaction to this, taking it seriously.
Showing up, right?
Look, showing up is having the Environmental Protection Administrator on the ground. Showing up is having the DOT Secretary on the ground to talk about what is the next process, holding to account the company that caused the spill. That's what you're seeing from Secretary Buttigieg today. Showing action is also seeing that HHS, CDC, FEMA, all of these guys are on the ground at the direction of this president. So that is taking this very seriously. When the president was in Poland, he took calls and called and reached out and got updates from his leadership in those agencies, and he continued to make sure that he was talking to to the governors of Pennsylvania and Ohio, Governor DeWine and Shapiro. That matters. That's what leadership looks like, and leadership matters as well. And that's what you're seeing instead of political stunts that we're seeing from the other side. Look, people have been talking about regulation and deregulation. One of the things, we've been hearing from the other side, we've been hearing from the GOP about how now they're interested. All of a sudden, they are interested in the safety of East Palestine, when they have for years have been in lockstep with the retail lobby, in lockstep, making sure that they think that the safety, they were stopping or repealing the common sense safety laws that would, help in this situation. I understand that we're waiting to see the investigation. Maybe it would have helped or not helped, but it doesn't matter. What matters is there is real, true ways to create safety as it relates to rail, and they've been against that for years against that in the lockstep with rail lobbyists. And so there is a false comparison here, and we're just going to have to call that out.
And then just on the new asylum rules, I know that you just laid out the differences that you see in the Trump administration rules and the new ones that you guys have announced. But a lot of migrant advocate groups don't see it that way. They see this as mirroring the Trump-era rules. So what do you say to these migrant advocate groups and these communities who now feel very much betrayed by this president?
Look, here's the thing. We don't see anybody else providing any other solutions when it comes to Congress. We don't. We've provided solution after solution. The president, again, on day one, provided a comprehensive immigration reform proposal. Put it out there on the first day. Republicans have rejected it. And so we are trying to put forward a way to move forward with an immigration policy that secures our border, that is safe, and that is humane. And what are they providing? Nothing. And so one of the things that we can say, and we see this in the data, that we have increased pathways to legal pathways. We expanded that, and we see that it's working. Again, no one else is providing any other options. So what we're doing, the Department of Homeland Security, the president is using the tools that we have in order to deal with this issue. I'm going to take one in the back.